I was on this app, I was talking to this cute guy. I show up to the date and the man that's sitting across from me is a good 20, 30 years older than the guy in the pictures because it wasn't him. It was his son.
My name is Freddie.
Hi, I'm Toria.
Hey, my name is Vivian.
We're giving you the rules to a hot girl summer so you can get the most from doing the least amount possible.
Meg created Hot Girl Summer because we needed to feel empowered and feel like the bad that we are.
Hot girl summer is being in your bag and finessing to get as much as you can as possible.
Taking the reins, doing what we want, whether that's sexually, whether that's financially, or both.
Hot boy summer is trying to get all the girls, try to show all the girls, you got the money, you got the cars, you got the plugs.
I don't know where this hot boy summer thing came from. Like, y'all hot boys been hot boys for years. Let us have our summer.
I don't think they deserve a hot boy summer.
My perfect hot boy is the one who's ready to spend money on me, get me the clothes I want, go to brunch with me.
I better be on at least 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flights. I'm trying to get flued out.
Hustlers.
The amount of cost it takes to be a hot girl is $0.00 because people gonna pay for you.
We have to get our hair done, our nails done, Brazilian waxes, mustache waxes.
These, you might drop at least $75 for hot girl season just on your nails, and that's every couple weeks.
Lashes? I mean, I feel like every hot girl has to have lashes.
Lace frontal wigs, that's a smooth $300 right there.
With installation and bundles, close to $1,000. Oh yeah, so I guess it costs like $2,000 a month to be a hot girl.
You might need another job.
If you're a gold digger, you are completely dependent on the person giving you money. Where hot girls, we making our money, we just want yours.
No one is a gold digger in 2021 unless they're on the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Let's also be clear. I think in general, hot girls can hold their own.
She pays her own bills, but she's so hot and so confident that everyone wants a piece of her.
Hot girls have their own money. They just want to save it and not use it, which is understandable. We want to have fun on someone else's dime.
When you go into your hot girl summer, you shouldn't be looking for a relationship. You shouldn't be looking for love. You should just be looking for the money. However, if you find your mans at the end of the summer, I'm not saying you gotta let them go.
It's like you're window shopping. You're going to the functions, you know, dress cute, attracting people with your magnetism.
Hot girl summer is not meant for finding love. In general, if that's your outlook, you're gonna have this little seed of hope in the back of your brain, distracting you from the main goal. Bags, dinners, good sex.
Right now, it's warm. We don't need to cuddle. Call me in a couple months, I might be frigid. I might have anemia.
My first mistake was trying to have a thought-em close to cuffing season. I don't think the hot girl journey is about the cuddling. It's about the cash.
To get a boy's attention, you don't have to do much. Don't worry about it. You just gotta give the look up and down, and you just keep walking. He'll come.
I just smile. If they're also interested, they will find you. If they're not, move on to the next.
You have to go to where they are, figure out where they hang out, and then you dress the part. And then they could just come to you.
Hot girls, you never slide into the guy's DM first because they like the chase. If you give it up too fast, he's not gonna want you. You gotta make him come to you.
Sometimes you have to, you know, let people know, like, hey, I'm not just being nice, I'm interested.
Girls, if there is a guy that slid into your DMs, but you ignored him and then you end up seeing him in person afterwards, you gotta play it up as in, oh, I'm so sorry, I've been so busy recently.
It's not awkward if you tell them you don't get notifications and don't use social media that often. You might be lying at your ass and they might be able to prove it, but there's a possibility.
I remember once I was on Tinder, swiping, saw this dude, super cute, looking fire. So I sent it to his DMs, we was talking, blah, blah, blah. We go on a date. I get to the date, let's just say the baseball caps, y'all be doing people justice. Catfished is a real thing.
I went on a dating app, met a guy, he was really cute in his pictures. We met up and then I didn't really recognize him. It looked like he had been in quarantine for a year, but we were not in quarantine yet. This was in early 2019. Just FaceTime first. FaceTime before you meet up with them. A hot boy should expect to drop at least a couple $100s at dinner. I think that he should expect to hear a lot of City Girls.
Smoke is coming off of our bodies because we're so hot. So get us to a nice little rooftop, with a cool drink so we can simmer a little bit.
You gotta take me somewhere upscale, somewhere classy, somewhere I could dress up and show off. However, don't be having it in a super public place. This don't need to be Disneyland, all right? I can't let my other guys know that I'm with you.
I think that for a first date, a hot boy should take a hot girl on a trip. You trying to go to Miami real quick? Say less.
We're not going to your homie's kickback as a date. That does not count.
If you're going to go to a date just for a free meal, make sure it's with someone that you have no chances of seeing again, because I've done it. He took me to Fogo de Chao, he got me some shoes. He was doing all the 9 yards just to get my attention. But did I call him the next day? No. Did I answer his DMs afterwards? No.
I have never just gone out with a guy for a free meal. I can buy my own dinner. I've gone out for like, oh, I wouldn't actually date this guy, but like the sex is probably good, so like let's see what happens.
There was a time in my life where I was very, very broke. We go through those periods where the meal plan runs out and you just hungry. Think of it as like volunteer service.
I remember this one time I was talking to some dude and I finessed him out of some red bottom shoes. But then after like a date or so, I kind of started to ghost him. I haven't talked to him in a while. I was still rocking the shoes though. I think I actually wore them to my next date.
I did go on a couple of dates with this guy that I didn't really like, but he would send me these headphones because he got them for free because he worked for the company. I came up, still have them, still use them. He's gone.
Hot boys, the minimum you have to buy for a hot girl to get to notice you is at least some food. She's not gonna be happy on an empty stomach, I'm gonna tell you that.
I don't believe in blocking God's blessings, so you are free to do what you want to do with your money. I'm not about to tell you how to spend your money. Does the NFL only try 5 people to see who's gonna make the team? No.
Hot girls, you need to have at least 3 to 5 dudes in your rotations. Nothing crazy where you forgetting names.
I think a safe number is like 7. That could kind of be like a date every night of the week.
When I'm dating a guy and I really like him, I start finding other men to date to keep myself from being consumed with this one main guy that I really enjoy.
You gotta see them at least once a week. I know it's hard.
The guys are also talking to other girls too, so don't feel guilty.
Hot boys, during the summer, if you want to date a hot girl, don't expect her to show you off. Don't expect to see your face in any Instagram photos. Expect her to be on Instagram shaking her ass on a boat that may not be yours, but that's not none of your business.
Unless that's your friend, your brother, your cousin, or your actual boo, they don't make it onto social media.
You must move in silence. Not everyone needs to know what's going on.
If you accidentally fall in love during the summer, don't.
When some guy comes along that I actually enjoy, it's hard for me to shut that off and continue to do my thing. I'm pretty loyal, what can I say?
I got played by this one guy who was everything I thought I wanted on paper, and he was too perfect to be true. He was dating so many girls. I was a Friday night bae. It took me forever to realize it until I talked to his friend and realized that he wasn't at a basketball game.
There's this one dude that I really liked, and I was like, you know what? Let me put him on my story, but I thought it was close friends. Wrong. It was my main story, and one of my sides ended up seeing it. He like texted me like, oh wow, I see this is what you was on. Like, dang, I thought you was better than that. Blocked me. Yeah, I fumbled the bag on that one.
I don't understand why guys feel like women want pics. Majority of us don't want them.
Only send pics if she asks for it, because girls will ask. Now you're a creep, now you're getting blocked, and now everybody's gonna know.
Pics aren't even really that pretty anyway. Like, you can still have fun, but healthy fun that doesn't repulse me.
So the summer's over, it's ending, we get into those winter months, and you still have that one dude from your roster that you just can't seem to let go of. You really feeling him. Honey, keep it going. Just wait till the winter months when it's cold and y'all need to stay indoors. Honey, have that DA.
I think you can say like, hey, this was really fun. Would love to stay connected. Would love to still build from here and there. Hey, maybe I'll invite you to an event or two. But I think we should just like, take some space.
But if you just out here living your life, hot girl summer, doing you, don't ghost people, but like kind of disappear in the nicest way possible.
Usually you can tell that you passed or failed your hot girl summer by looking at your Instagram. If you got pictures on boats, at restaurants, at clubs, doing whatever you need to do, but you ain't got no picture of no man, you did it.
I would say you've been to at least 3 Michelin star restaurants that you haven't been to before, or you've been on at least one trip that you didn't have to pay for.
I think the only way to fail Hot Girl Summer is to stay home and not do nothing. If you don't participate, then you failed. You are not a hot girl unless you've been outside in the heat, fuego.
Ladies, here are 3 tips on how to have a hot girl summer. First, always make time for your friends. Brunch, dinners, anything you want to have.
I would say at least have the nails on point. Now, what you can do is to gear up, find a hot boy to pay for you to get these things done, and then these things will lead you to other hot boys. So, you know, it's all about strategy.
Whole body moisturized. Don't come out with no ashy ankles. That's not gonna make you a hot girl. That's gonna knock you down a couple points.
Rule number 2, pick the right season. Stick to the summertime, stick to the vibes.
I don't care if Angelina Jolie or Rihanna walks in. In your mind, you're the baddest thing that's ever existed.
And number 3, make your own money still, but spend his. Because like Lil' Kim said, why spend mine when I can spend yours?
Do not have a seed of hope in the back of your mind that something could turn into something more.
If he looks or sounds or talks to you like a future, walk away. Run away. That's a hot boy. Don't do it.
And those are the rules to live by this hot girl summer.